Hello guys, it's Marion Jones here, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be predicting the best player from every Premier League team for the 2022-23 season. As I said in my SPFL video, I have done my research on this, and I've gone through all 20 teams and decided the best player, or predicting the best player that those teams will provide. And there's a few really good ones. There's a few controversial decisions. So let's get straight into this. Starting with Arsenal now, and I have gone for Gabriel Jesus, the former Manchester City striker, who has been performing absolutely outstanding in pre-season and scored a hat-trick in the Emirates Cup against Sevilla at the Emirates Stadium, and he's been rated really highly from pundits and journalists over the last few days. Now, his debut against Crystal Palace was really good, and he is, I think this season is going to be a top-class player for Arsenal. He bagged a goal against Everton, he bagged a goal against Chelsea in that 4-0 win. So I have put Gabriel Jesus as the best player for Arsenal this season. Aston Villa, and I have gone for Danny Ings, their striker, who last season was banging in the goals for them, but as they lost 2-0 to Bournemouth on the opening day of the season, it was a tough one. It was a tough one to pick. I was going to go for Tyrone Mings, but he had an absolute shocker of a game. But I've gone for Danny Ings because he's the only one bagging in the goals alongside John McGinn and Ollie Watkins. But he pulls out in the light. He's a clutch man. He gets goals from absolutely nowhere, and he scored that overhead kick against Newcastle last season, which I still can't forget. So I have put Danny Ings as the best player for Aston Villa this season. Bournemouth, and I have gone for Jadon Anthony, the young striker. Now, it was a very tough one to put for Bournemouth because their team is just rubbish, and I know that they won 2-0 against Aston Villa, which I don't know how that happened. Still, I think he's a very talented young player. He was born in the middle stages of London, and last season he did get only 8 goals and 7 assists, but he's still a very young player, and you have to give him time these days. He basically played every match last season for Bournemouth, and he came up with some good goals. So I think I really rate him high. So I have gone for Jadon Anthony to be the best player for Bournemouth. Brentford, and I have gone for Aaron Hickey, the young left back who joined this summer for around 15 million from Bologna in the Serie A. He is a very talented young man who's Scottish. I think he played all right against Ukraine, I'm not going to lie. And he knows how to play ball. He definitely knows that. And he definitely, if you give him time, he can perform absolutely outstanding for your team. He's only 20 years old, so he's not in his prime yet. But he knows how to play football, and he played 83 minutes in their first game against Leicester, and didn't play that as bad. So I have gone for Aaron Hickey for Brentford. For Brighton now, and I've gone for the young man, the Ecuadorian midfielder Moises Caicedo, let me just get on to that Man United game. Shocker. Caicedo played really good. I could have gone for others for Brighton, but I have gone for Moises Caicedo. Now, I've done my research on him, and he scored an absolute banger against Man United last season to get Brighton in, I think it was a top 10 position. Again, he's the same age as Aaron Hickey at 20 years old, so he's still got a bit of time. But honestly, Man United were looking for him, and he knows how he knows how to play football, and you could definitely see that. He played absolutely incredible last season, and obviously he's Basuma leaving. He needs to step up his game, and he definitely has done. So Moises Caicedo, he should be the best player for Brighton, if not definitely the best player for Brighton this season. Chelsea and I have gone for Kai Havertz, the German central attacking midfielder, who he was off and on last season, I've got to say that. He did join from Leverkusen when they went on that spree. He signed for, I think it was a record 73 million, a club record. But he definitely knows to score goals from midfield, and he knows he's 23, so he's getting into his prime now. And yeah, he definitely knows how to score goals. Last season he got 3 goals in the Champions League, which is actually not bad if you're looking at it. And he got honestly, he's a very, very good German player. And last season he got 8 goals, 3 assists, and that he's quite good. Obviously Chelsea did beat Everton in that season opener at Goodison Park. So I've gone for Kai Havertz because he's got so many international caps. He's got 8 matches, 3 goals in the World Cup qualifiers for Germany. So he knows how to play. He knows how to, he does his stuff. He's probably the only good player Chelsea have got right now. So I have gone for Kai Havertz. Crystal Palace, this at Selhurst Park, and I have gone for the young man Mark Guehi, the centre. I don't know if you pronounce that right, but Mark Guehi, he's in contention to go into the World Cup to Qatar with England, as he's been performing absolutely incredible. But obviously I feel a bit sorry as he did score that own goal against Arsenal the other day. But he's a very good player. He was at Chelsea, and then he went on to Swansea, and then Chelsea, and then to Crystal Palace last year. And he's the captain, which is fantastic for a young player. And he basically plays every single minute for Crystal Palace, and he's got to be, because he knows how to play ball, and he's not that old. The 22-year-old, he's still got some learning, and still got some years to go. But yeah, I think he could get in the World Cup squad for Gareth Southgate. Maybe we'll have to see when he announces it. So I've gone for Mark Guehi to be the best player for Crystal Palace this season, because he's kind of the only player they got apart from Wilfried Zaha. Everton, the Goodison Park leaders. Now, last season they had an absolute shocker, and I found it really, really hard to choose Everton's one, because they've got so many difficult players to choose. But I have gone for their new signing this year from Burnley. It's not James Tarkowski, it's Dwight McNeil. Now, it's an interesting one. You could have gone for Calvert-Lewin, but he's injury pro. He's missing the first 3 weeks of the Premier League. So I've gone for Dwight McNeil because, honestly, I've been watching him for ages now. He's really, really underrated. And especially when he plays the big teams, he could perform. He could show everyone what he's made of. And he's definitely one to watch this season for Everton, because he knows how to do his stuff. He's 22 years old, and he was at the Manchester United Academy, so he's definitely been taught by the big ones. but he's done. Of course, he doesn't score much goals, but he played 38 matches for Burnley last season, which is probably approximately around every single game last season. So he's definitely got some weeks ahead of him. So we'll see if he gets a few goals, bags a few assists. He's good at assists, He's really good. He could set up Calvert-Lewin maybe for a bit of bagging header into the goal. So I have gone for Dwight McNeil because he is just an all-round very, very good winger. Fulham, the Cottage Road. Now they are not beat. They drew to Liverpool this Saturday in the early kickoff, and I've got to say they played really, really well, and Liverpool got absolutely smashed. Liverpool were lucky not to lose that game. But getting on to the subject now, and I have gone for João Paulinho, the midfielder who joined from Sporting Lisbon, I think it was, or Braga, in the summer for Fulham. Now, obviously, it's quite hard to watch Fulham now because their prices for the tickets are literally at £65 an adult. And, yeah, the owner needs to sort that out. But getting on, they've signed a few good players this summer. Andres Pereira, Mitrovic has really stepped up his game in the Prem. And Paulinho, I think he could be a very, very good player. And he's obviously played with the likes of Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo, little player Cristiano Ronaldo. So he's definitely got a few years ahead of him, and he's definitely one to watch this season, as he can score quite a lot of goals and can get good goals. He's valued around 10 million he was at Braga. He also played for Preston North End, which was a shocker. So yeah, I've gone for João Paulinho from Fulham. I think he could be a very good player for them this season at Cottage Road or whatever, Craven Cottage, whatever it's called. Leeds United, and I have gone for Tyler Adams, the American midfielder who got signed by Jesse March this summer. Now I've gone for a lot of new signings this summer, but I just Leeds. I would have gone for Rafinha if he did stay at Leeds, but Rafinha has gone to Rafinha has gone to Barcelona, so I can't do him. So I have to go for Tyler Adams because you're a 23-year-old midfielder who literally gets a lot of game time for the US national team, and he's a great soccer player, and he knows how to play. He knows how to do stuff. He knows how to play football, and you can definitely see that. He played for Leipzig last season. He's played for New York Red Bulls. He's played for the US under-20 national team, and he's gone to Leeds United. Now he knows how to. He hasn't scored much goals last season, but he's a midfielder. He's not expected to, and I think Jesse March, he's bringing a lot of American players this summer, and he is definitely one of the good ones. So I have gone for Tyler Adams to be the best player, as Jesse March has definitely seen the potential in him. Leicester City, and I have gone for Yuri Tielemans, their midfielder, who has been wanted by many clubs this summer. One of them being Arsenal, one of them being Manchester United, and so on. So I think Tielemans is definitely one of the best players in the Premier League in terms of shooting with it from a midfielder, and you could see why he's wanted by so many clubs this summer. And Arsenal and I are eyeing him for 40 million, and he definitely knows how to create chances and play football. He's also been playing for Belgium national team, and he's actually bagged a lot of goals. One of them being against Wales, which is very unfortunate. He played for Monaco when they were in when they had the best team in the world, and so he knows how to play in midfield. Definitely knows that. He got 6 goals last season for a midfielder, which is not too shabby, and he definitely plays a lot of matches for Leicester, and he played 90 minutes against Brentford the other day. So Yuri Tielemans is definitely probably going to be the best player this season. Liverpool, and I've gone for Luis Diaz, their winger that they signed in January from Porto for around £30 million. He is, honestly, he plays like a freak. Don't believe me, he is honestly, he's 25 years of age, so he's in his prime now. And tell me now, he is one of the best players in the Premier League by far. His rolled out goal against Fulham on Saturday was incredible. Curled it into the top corner. Well, that's what he does really. He just drives down the line. He does skills like Rafinha. Him and Rafinha are literally twins right now. And he got 4 goals. For Liverpool last season. It's not bad in terms of he joined in January, and his touch is honestly so good. Last year for Porto, before joining Liverpool, he got 18 matches, 14 goals, which is honestly fantastic for a player who joined in January. So Luis Diaz is for sure going to be the best player for Liverpool in terms of my decision. Manchester City now, and I have gone for Erling Braut Haaland, the Norwegian striker. He joined from Dortmund for around 50 million this summer. He honestly, I would have liked him to come to Manchester United, but I know why, because of Roy Keane, stupid Roy Keane. I would have liked him to join Manchester United, but he joined the other side, Manchester City. And his first match against West Ham was honestly, I don't know what to say about it. He's honestly so good, and I've got to give him a lot of credit, as he's still young. He's only 22, and his interview against Man City was just so funny, and he definitely knows how to find the back of the net. Obviously, he scored 2 goals on Sunday, so he definitely knows how to do that. And he got a goal against Bayern in pre-season, and he's literally Norway's star man usually, and unfortunately not going to the World Cup, which is quite unfortunate. But Erling Haaland is definitely one of the best players in the Premier League, and probably would get around 20 to 30 goals this season for Manchester City. So I have gone for Erling Haaland to be the best player for Man City. Manchester United now, and I have gone for Jadon Sancho, the winger from England, who obviously our first game against Brighton was just disappointing, but Sancho had a really good pre-season, bagging a really good goal against Liverpool and getting a few goals against Aston Villa, so on. So I think he's obviously still quite young, a bit young, but he definitely gets in the England squad for me, and he's still a very good player. So I've gone for Jadon Sancho for Manchester United. Newcastle United, the Geordies, the Saudi owners, and I've gone for Alan Saint-Maximin, the Gucci headband, the French winger. Whatever you want to call him, this guy's like Luis Diaz, man. He's prime Messi right now, and last season he was definitely one to watch. Really, he was just, the way he moves with the ball is just outstanding, and he just keeps on doing flip flap past that, like Van Dijk and that. So Max, man, he knows how to do skills, he knows how to play football, he knows how to do everything. So yeah, just let him do his thing, and he can bag goals for you. And Newcastle fans are probably loving this right now, having the Gucci headband in your team. So Alan Saint-Maximin, it has to be the best player for Newcastle this season. There's no doubt about it. Nottingham Forest, the newly promoted playoff side, and I have gone for Awoniyi. I don't know how to say his first name, but Awoniyi, that name honestly is... he's a striker who joined from Union Berlin, around 17 million this summer, and he bagged a lot of goals for Union Berlin last season, and I've got to say that he is a really, really talented young player who still has a few years on him, and he could do very, very well for Nottingham Forest. We'll see if he plays up front. He's 24 years of age, and he played for Union Berlin, as I said. He bagged 2 goals in their last game. He's really, really good for Union Berlin especially. And obviously they lost their first game to Newcastle, which is unfortunate, but that's only one game. We can't really prove anything. So yes, Awoniyi, that name is just going to give me a meme now. So Taiwo Awoniyi, that's how you say his first name. I am predicting you to be the best player for Nottingham Forest. Southampton, and there's only one person, it's the free kick masterclass, James Ward-Prowse. Now, people are saying that not Southampton this season could go down, and that is a potential. They are on the ropes, and the crowd ain't helping as well. He is a very good, obviously probably the best free kick taker in the Premier League. He played 36 matches, 10 goals for Southampton, and he gets England call-ups once in a while. World Cup qualifiers, he played 3 matches, got 2 goals, which is very, very good for Southampton. The lad from Portsmouth knows how to bag a goal, and he got a goal in the first game of the season, which is really, really good for him. So I've gone for James Ward-Prowse, and probably definitely going to be the best player for Southampton this season. Spurs now, and I have gone for Heung-min Son, the Korean. Now he's loved by about 3 million, and he is, honestly, it was a rob that he didn't get in the Premier League team this season. He was an absolute rob. He got, honestly, it was an absolute steal. It was just not very nice indeed. He played 35 matches last season, getting 23 goals, which is level with Mo Salah. But obviously, he didn't get any penalties, and he got 7 assists, which is actually not bad, most of them being to Harry Kane. And for South Korea, he's probably their leading man, and he got 2 goals in the World Cup 2018, which is not that bad. So it could have been Harry Kane. I could have said Harry Kane, but I've gone for Heung-min Son because he is an absolute beast. West Ham, and I have gone for Declan Rice, the English midfielder who's been reported he might go to Chelsea, Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool. There's so many clubs out for him because he is so good, and he's probably the West Ham's best player. I could have gone for Lucas Fabianski, I could have gone for Mikel Antonio, but I've gone for Declan Rice because he knows how to pass a ball, he knows how to find through passes, he knows how to do a lot, and he knows how to keep the ball well and hold it in from strikers and defenders. So Declan Rice is for sure probably going to be the best player for West Ham this season. Now, the last team we are getting on to now is Wolverhampton Wanderers, and I have gone for their goalkeeper, Jose Sarr, who's already been making saves this season in the opener against Leeds United. Well, they unfortunately lost the game, but he joined from Olympikos in the Greece League in the summer. Obviously, Bruno Lage helping that, the Portuguese reunion. And honestly, last season he was really, really good and was in contention to get the Golden Glove. Obviously, he didn't, which was unfortunate, but he still knows how to save a ball, and that's probably the only keeper I'm going to say in this video. So Jose Sarr is I'm predicting the best player for Wolverhampton Wanderers this season. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please can you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video, and see you next time. Bye guys.